so I've got everything plugged in. I've kind of just got a monitor sitting here and a keyboard and mouse. None of it I really plan to use with this one because I want to use the USB stuff. But right now I just got everything that's PS2 plugged in. I may end up using this keyboard though, because I do like it. It's a nice clicky Micro Innovations keyboard. But I think we're ready to go. So should be able to flip this switch, and there we go. So now we're just waiting on a post from the video card. Nothing's happening with posts, so I'm gonna turn the camera off for a minute and see if I can get the display to come up. Alright, so I just got it to post. I literally just posted there and it's coming up, and it's detected our hard drive and our CD-ROM, and it's loading the default BIOS there. The problem was that I guess the reset switch in this actual case is messed up, because no matter which way I put it on the board, it wasn't allowing it to boot. So it was like holding an infinite reset stage. So you can see it here. One wire is blue and one is white, so I don't know which is which, but I think the actual switch is messed up. So that's where we're at on that. So I'm not going to have it reset, no big deal. So now we're ready to go into the BIOS, because we don't have anything going. So yeah, there we go, disk boot failure, enter system disk, and press enter. So let's go ahead and reboot the entire machine, and then we'll get back to the BIOS, and I'll press the right key this time. And then we'll get to loading our operating system. Alright, so I do have Windows 98. But, oh, get it, where's the delete? There we go. Hit 3 of the wrong buttons first, but we got it. Alright, so what I use to install this Windows 98, I use a Windows 98, this is the Ultimate Boot CD. This was made in 2008. This has everything updated all the way to 2008. And if you know Windows 98, they stopped updating, I think, in like 2004, but I guess some people got together and they did a bunch of stuff to this, and it's actually got all kinds of updated and fixes and stuff, and it's just so much better than what Windows 98's second edition ended with when they stopped updating. So let's go ahead and go in here and get the dates and everything set up. And then we got everything set to auto. We'll just leave it like that. We've got our drive A selected for 1.44 megabyte. Drive B, we need to change that to also 1.44 megabyte, 3¼ inch. I don't know what floppy 3 mode support is, so we'll leave that disabled for now. The video, EGA, VGA, I don't think we don't want to change it to anything else but EGA, VGA. Halt on all errors. Alright, we'll just leave that at that, and if we need to come back and do something, we'll do it. So let's push the CD back in. Save and exit. Yes. Alright, now hopefully it's going to boot from our CD, and we can start installing this. I'm happy that everything worked, because I actually got the motherboard and the CPU and the RAM all from the Ukraine. It took about a month to get here, but it was worth it because I paid about 1/4 of the price that people in the US are wanting for the same motherboard. So here we go with all of our stuff, and we want to go to format the first hard drive and start installing Windows. And the following, okay, no FAT32 or disk partitions were found. Okay, we may need to go in and do it ourselves, I guess. Okay, so let's go to F to run fdisk, because all this is on this CD. That's what's amazing. Like, I'm only booting off this Ultimate Boot CD for Windows 98 SE right now, and everything is on there, fdisk and everything. So It's really nice. Yes, we want to enable large hard disk support, and we want to create DOS partition, so we'll go to that. And we want to create a primary DOS partition, we'll go to that. Now it's verifying the drive's integrity. Alright guys, a little bit later and we're at the install screen. So I've made a custom configuration file for the msbatch.inf with all the stuff. So it's automatically going to put in things like the name of the computer, you know, the CPU or whatever, and then the username and everything. So it's all going to be on there. So we're going to go ahead and select the option to use the custom options with the scan product key. And now we're going to go through and install everything. Let's see, this is a unassisted install, so we're going to press S to start. And really what unassisted means is I don't even have to sit here and do anything. Like, it's going to do it all itself, you know. And yeah. So we'll be back whenever it's all done and we're ready to install some drivers. Alright, so I thought I'd give you guys like a quick look of how this works. So like I said, this is an unassisted Windows 98 install, so it's literally installing all these packages and everything. They're all the updates afterwards without me clicking anything. So as we watch it here, it probably won't do what I'm trying to show you because it's still flying through stuff. But basically it'll restart on its own, start back up, start this program or whatever. It's like a MS-DOS type batch file, and it'll just run through and install stuff. And literally if a prompt comes up, it'll click next and click the checkbox or whatnot, and it does it all for you. And right now it's installing System Updates 2 of 4. And then see, a prompt just came up, it automatically clicks the prompts. And you don't have to do anything, and this will install all of the updates that Microsoft would have released up to like 2004, and then all of the updates that other people released and worked on up until 2008. So it's a really neat installer package, and now the computer is going to reboot and it's going to start it all again. So once this is done, I'm actually going to get the case like closed up and everything, and then get it hooked up to where it's get the whole computer put to where it's normally going to be sitting, and then I'm going to hook you guys up to a screen recorder. That way we're not just recording a screen through the camera, you know, so it'll be like a lot better picture. So stay tuned for that, and we'll be back when it's all done, that is. Alright, so we are all booted up now, and I've got it about where I wanted it. I ended up hooking up one of these power supplies to it that's like it's got all the switches, and you plug everything into it, and you've got power, you know, to switch your power up here. That way I don't have to reach to the back to turn this on and off, because I still haven't got that reset switch figured out. I've flipped it both ways, and it's just, it must not be the right reset switch for that. Either that or it's messed up here, because actually I can't get it to like click anymore, so it may be like jammed. And I think it could be because I loosened that panel earlier and popped it back on, and maybe I didn't do it right because it was kind of behind there and pinched. But anyway, it is in here now and it's ready to go. And I've got this monitor because it's a CRT, but if you look at that, see that thing scrolling by there? Not the big wave, but there's like little squiggly lines like floating. You can see them right there. That didn't do that before, so I don't know, maybe this monitor's dying. I did degauss it, you know, in the settings there, but that didn't seem to help. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. I don't know what's up with it, but anyway, I think we're ready to put these stickers on now. So what I'm gonna do is I already cleaned that with alcohol, so what I'm gonna do is kind of sit here and then we'll pop these stickers on. I thought somebody might enjoy watching fresh stickers put on a Windows 98 computer. So first we'll do the 3DFX, and this is the only one that's actually square, so it'll be the one that is going to go inside of this box. And it fits almost dead perfect in there. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? I didn't order these thinking it would fit in there or anything, so that's cool. So it's an actual 3DFX computer now, because that's the, you know, if you don't know, that's what the graphics card in it is, a 3DFX Voodoo 3. And then next we'll go with the Windows 98. This is actually like a metal badge here, so that'll be next. Stick that on there. It looks pretty darn straight. And then we'll put the one that I don't really care for, but we'll get it on there until we see something cool pop up on eBay to show that there is a Pentium inside of here. So there we go. Alright, so now I think we will switch over to the screen recording, because I don't think you're going to see those lines on the actual screen recording, but I'm going to try to fix it before we do that. So we're going to switch over to that, and then I'm going to get all this software installed. I've got the Voodoo 3 drivers, Sound Blaster stuff for the sound card, and then we're going to go from there, play some games.